Hello and welcome to Wade's World, the Deadpool podcast. I am Phil, and joining me, maybe not too much longer from Canada, is...
Hey y'all, it's Lil Hellfire. Yeah, I'm ready to go home, guys. I'm ready to get that Florida sunshine and subtropical plants.
It's great to see some cleavage. Speaking of which, we're talking Agent X number 3 this week, and...
It flows right with what we were just talking about earlier on Comic Capers with Mr. and Mrs. X.
With
Lots of sexy fun time.
You mean when we sat down and talked to Marvel writer Kelly Thompson?
Of course. She came back. Well, not that bad. She came back. Agent X isn't as bad as I remember, honestly. It's a lot of fun for the first 5 issues.
Well, I mean, it can't be that bad. It's Gail Simone.
True.
The next female writer we want to speak to.
Yeah. We forgot to ask Kelly Thompson to put in a good word for us.
Does she know Gail Simone?
I think everybody knows everybody at this point.
Hey, I controlled myself when I didn't blurt out, "Can you get us Bendis' number?"
Just tell him to follow so we can direct message him. Oh, God. So, Agent X number 3 and Soldier X number 3 is up for discussion today. We're going to start with Agent X because it's the better, superior book.
Alex Hayden, sexy mama.
I love that t-shirt on him.
Why do you have one?
No. My grandma does, though.
Well, you were saying about all the tight clothes, but that's because they're wearing Sandy's clothes because Punisher took their clothes last issue.
Yeah, I know, but even the villain, quote unquote, is tight boob sweater. It's like looking at Peg Bundy. No, not that I mind, you know.
Yeah.
I don't even mind gratuitousness of it all.
What villain?
I said quote unquote.
Oh, yeah.
The one asking for the hot dog with everything. Hey-o!
That's what she said.
Wade's World! Unleash your inner 10-year-old boy.
A lot of hot dog jokes.
I enjoy where they kind of, get to the park and she's all like, this whole place needs a wet wipe. And then he like goes, hey, do you like riding horses? Redneck heaven! And I'm just like, I don't think it works like that. I don't think this is how any of this works.
The amusement park.
Yeah, the amusement park is the gift that keeps on giving. And then my other favorite part is where the guy shows up and he's like, if you get inside the car, I can make you a happy man.
And Alex even says, I hope you mean something different from the way that sounds.
This is like, if this book wasn't written for Wade's World, I don't know what it is.
And what's with him,
so
like,
many innuendos.
What's with the frozen hot dogs?
Don't be Meg from Family Guy.
Oh, that joke's older than Family Guy.
I know. But our audience, I'm assuming, probably doesn't know the older jokes for that one. But you know what they say about assuming. Prove me wrong, though. Prove me wrong, nerds.
Yeah. So what did you think of Mary Zero?
We shouldn't have hyped her up on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Just saying. It's alright. Nothing to write home about. Again, I enjoyed the interactions of the team and care very little about the quote-unquote villain.
And I know we've said about his costume before, but what's up with the goggles, man?
The 90s.
It wasn't. It was 2002. Pair of aviators.
That's still 90s.
Pair of aviators would look better, you know.
It's still technically the 90s until like the 4th year out of the decade. I'm just saying.
Oh, I know.
I mean, no, like goggles were a thing, man. I mean, matter of fact, yeah, when I was in middle school, Tommy Hilfiger, goggles, and the stupid little beanie. Yeah, that was a thing.
Oh yeah, wasn't this around the same time Catwoman got the goggles?
I'm pretty sure.
Within a year or so, yeah.
And I hated those too.
Why?
I've never been a fan of those goggles at all. I mean, I like it on Gotham because she's a young kid and she's just trying to be like steampunk cool street kid. But on an adult, nope. And no to the armpit fan too.
I mean, if they had like night vision or something built into them, but
they're just there to be cool. The rule of cool, and that's pretty much Agent X, you know, because It's got to have an X in the name because it's cool. It's not a little derivative. Yeah, that's the point, literally. In this case.
Yes.
Then like I said, I like the team building, quote unquote stuff. The other stuff could have
just the whole jewelry store hold up.
Yeah, it's like, I'm glad Gail Simone wrote it, because had this been a dude, I'd have been like, I don't know what to make of this.
What?
You know, robbing jewelry stores and.
Well, they were there for protection. It's a
job.
As Cordelia, it's a job.
It's a job. I don't know.
And how many?
Like I said, I like the story. It was fun.
Yeah.
But I just feel like we were spinning our wheels on issue 3. Really?
Yeah. Well, maybe there's issues we're starting with her in editorial.
Oh, true.
But you're telling me Outlaw has that body and she's putting away 5 hot dogs at a time?
Oh yeah. Do you ever watch hot dog eating contests? It's always the little Japanese guy. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I know. And what's with the, like, it started in her last couple issues of Deadpool, but what's up with, like, the old guys and the young girlfriend wives?
Because that's how Marvel rolled back then. I'm just saying. Stan Lee don't like to be pretending to be Hugh Hefner for nothing.
Don't do that. He'll sue you for $1 billion.
Come get it. Fight me, nerd.
I need that drop. Come get it. Fight me, nerd.
I'll call Stan Lee out. I don't care.
Anyway, and Alex Hayden going all Condiment King.
Say that slowly.
Dirty girl.
True. It's Wade's World. We can get away with it.
But speaking of, look, he's going to prison.
That's not Supermax.
She's like, you're the only person who ever saw me. So what? That was like her mutant power that no one noticed her?
Again, that's just if it was a dude writer. I don't know. I don't know how I would feel about that power. It reminds me of that Buffy episode.
I was going to say that's your power, but it's just you don't leave your house.
Yeah, I have the superhuman fortitude to not ever want to leave my house unless it's absolutely necessary.
I know you've been on a Teen Titans binge because of our review coming up this weekend, but there's an episode where Cyborg and Beast Boy get a hold of Raven's spellbook.
Yeah, and they
create duplicates of themselves so they can sit around and play video games for like months.
I've actually seen that on YouTube. Yeah.
Be you cloning yourself? Get out there, good work.
Only I was Lex Luthor rich. I just can't put my finger on it. Like I said, I like it, but it's in my mind. It's like a B+ issue,
and
I don't know what's holding it back. I like the dialogue. I liked most of the stuff, except for the jewelry store stuff.
Well, it's like they rebooted this supposedly because Deadpool wasn't doing the numbers, but it's like.
Was this really doing the numbers?
At least Deadpool was like doing big things. It's like, really? You're guarding a jewelry store? I mean, I guess it was a different direction, but at least like Deadpool.
I don't think Deadpool's an assassin, yes, but that's not technically really grounded. Do you know what I mean? This is very grounded.
Oh, yeah.
This is like Green Arrow, I'm guarding my neighborhood grounded.
So whose idea was this that, oh yeah, this will bring in the numbers. Let's get a Deadpool, but more serious.
Said no one ever.
The jokes won't sell.
Well, that's, like I said, the best thing about this book is the dialogue, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't love sexual innuendo?
So, were they hinting around that, like, I guess, just real quick, was Sandy and Taskmaster, like a couple, maybe?
They were a thing. I mean, they heavily, it's almost damn near explicitly implied it.
Well, I know after the big fight at the beginning of this episode, he's like, I'm going to get, it's like, get your stuff and get out, so.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather see, if we're going to do a comic book, I'd rather see, like, Sandy and Taskmaster make a go of it, to be honest.
Hey, man, Taskmaster can imitate any physical whatever he sees. Oh, man.
Why would you ever break up with that?
Pornhub.
This podcast is not sponsored. I don't know if they're welcome because we are a family media group here.
We could put a sign in the back. We don't you'll never hear it on the podcast.
You'll never hear it behind me. You don't get it. It's behind me.
You'll never hear that. You'll never hear it on the podcast, but the YouTube people don't know.
Oh no. And it'll be in the show notes.
That's right. Come on.
Yeah, like I said, this is a solid B+ story. I love Sandy, and I actually like the Sandy Taskmaster dynamic from last issue, and I feel like that's broken now, and I'm a little disappointed with that.
Yeah. I don't know.
It couldn't last forever, though.
It's probably a B- for me. It just seemed like kind of slow. Like I said, if you want a Deadpool story, I don't know, it's too grounded.
I mean, I'd rather us just spend all our time at the amusement park at that point.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, we got like a quick flash of the amusement park, but then it's like, well, let's go guard this jewelry store.
Well, Sandy's making her money. That's all that matters. We're rooting for Sandy to make her money.
True.
So yeah, like I said, I talked about all the things that I liked, and I need that panel. This place needs a wet wipe. Because I've walked into places definitely and go, mm-hmm.
Welcome to Wade's World. This place needs a wet wipe.
I'll keep that thought to myself. Let's move on to Soldier X number 3. What the hell in Dostoevsky and Tolstoy misery was this story? I'm like, Crime and Punishment, Anna Karenina. What the hell is this?
And just from page 1, innuendo. I mean, come on.
That recap page. It was the best thing about this book.
Blacksmith in bed.
Ugh. I'm tired of Blacksmith. I'm just saying. Go back to Nate Gray, where I will never have to see you again.
No, he wanted to kill Nate Gray.
I know. Maybe he'll succeed. Shut up before I send him after Ben Reilly next. Anyway,
you shut your mouth.
I honestly, I don't get this story at all. Why is this in the Soldier X book?
He was rescuing the healer girl.
I get it, but it's just why are you depressing me? I don't read comic books to be depressed.
I guess it's just it's a whole other world over in that Russia area.
I've been in Eastern Europe and it's not that depressing. I promise you it's not. In 2002, it definitely was not that depressing. It was actually more exciting because of things, politically wise. But anyway, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. My question is, what's with these two quote-unquote SHIELD agents who just seem like, two cops from a bad buddy cop movie?
Because that's what this book is. It's just cliche after trope after cheesy, forlorn dialogue with grotesque artwork that does not suit the story.
Yeah. In a Messiah complex.
I mean, we got rid of Cable's powers. Now we have another Messiah complex.
I mean, the powers are still there. I'm pretty sure the power. I mean, I think he said
dormant or inactive or
out of control. Yeah, he can't control telekinesis.
Now, funny enough, I love that I can actually bring this around to Judging Amy. This reminds me of an episode of Judging Amy where a little boy was thought to be a stomata and people would bring him in, but he was in a coma, but a vegetative state. They were just keeping him that way because people would come and pay them so that they would heal him, and that's what I was kind of thinking of in this issue. So yeah, I was just that's so weird that I can relate this to Judging Amy. Makes it a C+ instead of a C-.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, this book was very weird. The last couple issues of the Cable series that came before this were kind of the same way, because I think it was the same team, but it was just basically Cable's Soldier of Fortune.
Yeah. And
it's you went to the trouble slapping an X on every cover so you could be closer related to the X-Men, but this bears no resemblance to any other X-Men book.
I mean, you could even say something being too, we go from techno-organic virus to, let's save a healer girl in a nondescript.
I mean, if they had done it in a creative way, with his powers and stuff, but you could almost have inserted, I mean, the story almost seems generic. You could almost substituted a lot of heroes. You could have almost put Frank Castle in this story. It would have made a difference. Even. Yeah, it wouldn't have made a difference.
Yeah. This artwork, it depresses me.
Yeah, I like, we always say that, but I'm not a fan of this art style.
No, I mean, this art style is fine, just not with the story that they're trying to tell. I feel like there's a disconnect.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not a fan of it, but yeah, for this story, yeah, like you said, between the story and the art, it's just depressing. Because I remember when I first read some of these, I'm just like, ugh, almost like a slog through it.
Yeah. I wish I could just pick somebody's brain and go, well, what was this all about then?
It's like they kind of wanted something different, but again, why are you going so far off in left field when you go to the trouble slapping an X on the books? You want it to be closer related to the X-Men. At least you
should be in space if that's the case.
At least in customers' minds. Yeah, or it's Cable. Do some time travel.
Yeah.
Something.
I remember it does get slightly better towards the end.
Yeah.
And I'm just, pushing through at this point.
Plus, I think they change art styles too, don't they, towards the end of the series too?
I think that's why I think it gets better, yeah. So like I said, it's a C+, generous, very, very generous.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this would have been better as just like a short story or something. Like, I don't know why this isn't a graphic comic book form. Like, I just don't know why.
Yeah, like they could have taken a couple of these issues and condensed it to 1 or 2 issues.
This is like a backup.
Like I said, we really don't need those S.H.I.E.L.D. agents.
Do we even care about the cliffhanger? Like, static pages? Really?
And like the guy who shows up in the last page is like very weird looking. Like I remember the first time I saw him, it's like, shouldn't he be like in a forge somewhere making Thor's hammer or something?
It definitely did give me hype for the next issue. I'll tell you that much. That's what that page is for.
Hype.
I mean, at least Agent X, it's like that little girl, and he gives us the line of, "Hey, you're going to give me even more trouble with the cops."
But yeah, but like even like on a slow issue of Gail Simone, at least you're going to get the humor, and you're going to get something out of the story, whether you like certain elements of the story, like the humor, the art. But yeah, Soldier X was just depressing, at least this issue.
Yeah, I don't know, like it just is not for. This is not for Cable, and the numbers showed it,
mm-hmm.
and they had to go rethink some stuff. So. Could you imagine if this was like got big and this is the Cable that we would have?
I think they would.
Like some depressed teenagers just clutched onto it.
I think it would have been canceled by this point.
I don't know. There's depressed people out there. Depressed people need their heroes too. I mean, for me, I think they have Punisher.
Exactly.
Ugh, let's get out of here.
All right. Well, Lilith Hellfire. If all people's depressed, happy, as long as they leave you alone, not get you out of your house, where can they get a hold of you?
You guys can at me at Lilith Hellfire. If you guys want to talk about being depressed and grounded, we can talk Arrow. For some happy thoughts on Smallville and reflections on Superman, and swearing, of course, at Save Me Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest. Although, guys, the podcast is delayed, please do remember I am Misty Knight right now, and I haven't learned how to use my bionic fingers.
Oh.
So it's a little delayed, but it's coming.
Oh, and I forgot, if you want to get a hold of us, wadesworldpod@gmail.com, facebook.com/wadesworldpodcast, @wadesworldpod, and @CL Sidekicks on Twitter. We're on Instagram, Wade's World, and Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks, and the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES.
Chimichanga time.
Excelsior. I think I heard that in a song somewhere before.
Oh God, never listen to the first episode of this.
Oh, when we sang it?
You came up with that song on the spot.
And we were with Esser. The Charlie Esser, not the Tristan Esser.
We should only be so lucky to have Toxin Gamer 13
I was gonna say, we were with the professor, not Toxin Gamer 13. Probably in another 10 to 20 years we'll do the Raider on whatever Venom series is out.
I mean, hell, let the kid write the next Venom movie for all I can hear. It can't be any worse than what those other professionals do.
Venom ripping the heads off zombies, yeah. Maximum effort in the Esser household.